President Donald Trump visiting the nation's capital for the first time since leaving office in January of 2021. The former commander-in-chief, as well as his former vice president, Mike Pence, speaking at separate policy-focused events in D.C. today. A manifestation of the battle lines being drawn within the Republican Party as the former running mates jockey for influence among conservatives. Washington correspondent Kelly Meyer is live. And Kelly, Trump and Pence, of course, as we just saw, both in D.C. at the same time. And this is not a coincidence, right?
Well, Nicole, the timing of this really is telling, as both could be potential 2024 presidential challengers, both battling for the spotlight here in Washington today at dueling events less than a mile from each other, and the former allies far apart on their message for the future of the Republican Party. We just heard from former President Donald Trump headlining the two-day America First Agenda Summit, speaking to a room of his former colleagues and GOP politicians. No mention of former Vice President Mike Pence, who was missing from the bunch, and Trump painting a picture of American street overrun by crime, drugs, and migrants, saying, quote, "The American dream is being torn to shreds." Pence earlier in the day talking to a room of young conservatives, saying he is optimistic about the future. Pence touting what he says are the high points of the Trump-Pence administration, saying the two may see eye to eye on the issues but differ on the focus, while Trump again insisted that he won in 2020.
And for president, I won. Then I won a second time, did much better the second time. Did a lot better.
I truly do believe that elections are about the future, and that it's absolutely essential at a time when so many Americans are hurting, so many families are struggling, that we don't give way to the temptation to look back.
Both certainly sounded like they were ready to jump into the field. Whether they do remains to be seen. But here's a look at what the potential competition for Trump and Pence could look like in what very may well be a crowded 2024 Republican field. We have Florida Governor Ron DeSantis, former South Carolina Governor Nikki Haley, South Dakota Governor Kristi Noem, former Secretary of State Mike Pompeo, Virginia Governor Glenn Youngkin, and Maryland Governor Larry Hogan, and the crowd of Trump supporters eager to hear if he's going to run again in 2024, setting up a potential matchup between himself and Joe Biden. While he didn't come out and say it, he did say they were trying to, quote, stop me from doing it, adding he doesn't think that they'll succeed. Nicole?
All right. Kelly Meyer live in D.C. Well, President Biden's...
Thank you for watching. Go to newsnationnow.com to find NewsNation on your television provider. And don't forget to click the red subscribe button below to get more of NewsNation's fact-driven, unbiased coverage.